Hey everybody, this is Major League Hats here. I don't know if everybody's heard, Lids is doing their ultimate hat collector contest, and so I wanted to try to do a project with my hats. So I'm not going to show you all my hats, I'm going to just show you some of them. The one thing I realized that since I started making YouTube videos off the suggestion of a few people is that I really don't have that many hats compared to some people. At the same time, I haven't been collecting for as many years as some people. I only realistically started really collecting probably within like the last 4 or 5 years when I started traveling to all the different stadiums, because my original plan with my hats was just to get a hat whenever I go to a new stadium, and that would be the only time that I would get a new hat. But obviously I changed that up with all the different type of designs that have come out throughout the years, and especially like since I've gotten into minor league baseball, I just can't help myself. The urge or the want got to me. I saw these cool looking minor league hats coming out, and I'm like, those are awesome. Those kind of fit my personality. And if you're like me, by wearing a different kind of hat or a cool looking hat, it kind of shows you people who you are. That's why I started getting a bunch of different hats. Also, you know, I felt like I was one of the few people around in my area where I live that was really into hats, so it kind of showed a different side of me, and if anything, some hats would create a conversational piece. So anyways, today I'm wearing one of the few hats. Yeah, love my morning hair, huh? Yeah, I actually do have hair. I just love wearing a hat. I just feel weird without a hat, so I'm not really trying to hide anything. I got a full head of lettuce. So wearing one of my few hats that is not a 59fifty. It is my grumpy hat. I got this one either at Disneyland or Disney World. I kind of forget where. I want to say it was Disney World. But I love wearing this hat, especially when I'm doing like outdoor stuff or when I'm moving around the house, because I tend to sweat a lot. Just because I do, because I drink a lot of water. But also, I don't like ruining my fitted hats. And so the hat, my grumpy hat, really soaks in the sweat really good, and I don't have to worry about ruining it. It's not ruined, but it's kind of ruined in a sense, because it's, you know, it's dirty, whatever, but it works perfect for what I like. Also, it is my only snapback hat, and it has the ventilation here at the top because it's that old style trucker's hat, so I really like it. Like I said, I'm typically not into snapback hats or Velcro hats. I do have a couple Velcro hats, and this is my one snapback hat, and I'll go into detail later on about why I don't like snapbacks. I know people like them. It's a new fad. For me, it's an old fad, and it doesn't necessarily bring up bad memories, but I don't understand why people like them if they had to deal with similar stuff to what I had to deal with snapbacks. Long story short, they would break after a while, especially if you wear them all the time. When I was little, I didn't have a lot of hats, so I'd wear them very often and wear them out, and the snapback slash plastic part of it would always melt and rip, and it eventually break off. So that's one of the reasons why I got into fitted hats. You get a good quality hat and you don't ever have to worry about that, and the hat lasts virtually almost forever as long as you take care of it. Let's get back to my little project. I want to show you some of my hats and show you basically my hat wall before I start taking them down to try to work on my Lids Ultimate Hat Collection project. Alright, let me show you around. Okay, so originally I tried to organize them. I tried to go all Major League, of course, right here, and I tried to put them in the order of the division that they're in, and then I kind of just went down, and then I got into AAA, so I try to put the AAA hats next to the major leagues, and then what I try to do is I try to do double A's. It didn't really work out, only because after a while I started getting, you know, more of the same teams, obviously different hats, and so, you know, I'd have to reorganize them. And also, I am kind of limited in the room, so that's the one part of the wall. I put the majority of my Giants hat on this side only. I got a couple other hats over here, like the USA World Baseball Classic, the Mexico, and then I got some low-A teams, rookie ball teams, or you know, some of the Giants' other affiliations. The one that I don't have over there is the Sacramento River Cats, and that's only because they weren't originally a Giants franchise. They were an A's, and I just kind of never moved them over. But I still keep the Augusta Green Jackets or Richmond Flying Squirrel right there, and I got a Quad City River Bandits hat right there. That's obviously the Astros minor league team. And then over here, so I kind of started moving over to my wife's side. This is where she gets mad at me because I ran out of room. So as you can see here, started moving over. I even took up some of this area right here. Now I have a little bit over 200 hats, and like I said, when I got started doing this, I thought I had a decent collection, or I thought I had a good amount, but it turns out, since I'm getting to know people on Instagram and other places, I realized that I don't have that big of a hat collection. Obviously there's people out there with thousands of hats, but you know, I like my collection. I'm sure everybody else that has a collection likes their collection. I'm just saying, I know I don't have the biggest collection, but I feel like I have a fun collection. I'm always adding to it. These are all our pictures. My wife likes Alfred Hitchcock, so I got her the Birds picture. So I'm kind of taking over this side a little bit. And I'm literally running out of room this time. I'll show you what I mean in just a moment. And then up there is all these visors are for my wife. Whenever we went to a new stadium, she's not into hats or anything, so I would buy her a visor. So these are all her visors, so I like hanging them. Now you might ask yourself, why don't I just take them down and put my hats right there? Because realistically, I can't really reach him. Yeah, I am kind of tall, I'm 6'5", but it would still be a heck of a time trying to reach him behind the TV. And then here's, not all these, but a lot of these are hats that I picked up recently over the last maybe 2 months, maybe 3 months. So it's quite a decent little collection that I gotta find spots for. Now you might be asking yourself if I collect anything else like hat wise other than just baseball, and I do have some basketball and some football hats. I get those majority at the stadiums with the exception of a couple of them, but I'll show you those hats in just a minute. So that's my hat wall. I just wanted to show you the before picture before I start taking them down here. So hope you guys appreciate this, and I'm not going too much into detail about what hats I have, mainly because I wanted to try to do a little skit for some of them, and I don't want to like ruin the funness of that skit. So let me go show you the other non-baseball hats that I have. So I'm in T-Ball's room. I started taking over his room a little bit. Some of these hats I have for certain reasons. For example, I was a little bit into trying out a little bit of gambling, and I bought this Buffalo Bills hat as a reminder not to gamble. And I said, well, if the Bills lose, I will get myself a Bills hat as a reminder not to gamble. So that's why I have that. Of course, I like the Warriors. I went to a Kings game. I did go to a Jaguars game. I got that hat because that's the school that my son goes to. I went to an Arizona Cardinals game. I went to a Los Angeles Rams game last year, and that's my Lakers hat. Went to a Lakers game. I got a Bengals hat because the school that I went to was orange and black, so I love that hat. And then over here, T-Ball's stuff that we gotten from the stadiums. We went to Atlanta, so we got the bobbleheads and stuff. That's my San Diego Chargers hat from when we went to the San Diego Chargers game. Of course, that's my San Francisco 49ers hat from the Niners game back when they were still playing at Candlestick or 3Com or Monster Park, whatever you want to call it. And then there is my Denver Broncos hat. I like Peyton Manning. He's one of my favorite quarterbacks. And so I got a Denver Broncos hat to go with the jersey because I have a bunch of jerseys as well. So I am taking over T-Ball's room a little bit. Not too bad, but, you know, I'm trying to just find a place for my hats. So I hope you liked my tour of my hats slash my hat walls. And I look forward to trying to do this project. To Today is Saturday, July 21st. I am going to Las Vegas on Thursday, so Thursday coming up. So I really want to try to have this video up by then before I go on Thursday, but if not, it will be right afterwards. But tell me what you think about my hat collection, if there's any other hats that you think I should try to get. I do have a decent collection. There are still a bunch of hats that are coming out that I would like to get, and also I get most of my hats off of lids, so I'm a little bit tight in that aspect, just because their sizes that they keep very limited in stock, and then their restocking system is not very good, but whatever, it is what it is. So I hope you like this short video on my hat wall. Don't forget you can follow me on Twitter and Instagram at MLHats59fifty, and then of course if you want to help support my YouTube channel, you can just go to patreon.com/MLHats59fifty to help support my channel. Help me reach my first goal of 100 subscribers, so don't forget to subscribe and press that notification button. And I really hope that you guys are enjoying the videos that I'm trying to do. I will be posting up some pictures of the after effect of all the hats, so if you want to see the after effect or the hat wall afterwards, or the pile of hats afterwards, go follow me on Instagram at MLHats59fifty. Alright, let me get started on my project. I look forward to keeping everybody updated, and I would like to thank everybody that is new to the channel. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for watching my, I guess, content, and I really hope that you enjoyed it. Alright, ML Hats out. See you everybody. Bye.